Well, welcome back to the Old Guy Network. This is Doug, your old host. As promised, we're get to work on an old truck this time because old guys have old trucks or cars. A lot of them are project cars. They usually take a long time to get on the road, and they're fun to putz with. That's an old guy term, usually used by children and spouses of old guys. Anyway, without further ado, here's the truck. Hey boys and girls, this is the truck. This is a 1984 Ford Bronco 2. Okay, all you Jeep and Chevy guys out there, take a breath, relax. Yes, it does say Ford on it. Yeah, I know. Coexist. Anyway, as you can see, it's not in bad shape for its age. Kind of like me. Although the paint has some problems. That's outside. It has very little body damage. It's pretty straight. Tires stay round. It does go forwards, backwards, and turn. That's pretty much it. I got this from my father-in-law about 15 years ago. God rest his soul. Cool guy. And I've been driving it ever since. It's had stuff done to it, which I'm not going to go into right now. One of the things that happened is I was given a roof rack by a guy that's about to become my son-in-law. Just a tip to all you future sons-in-laws out there: give the family something. Give the old guy something for his truck. All right, this is cool beans. Now, unfortunately, this thing didn't fit. It's supposed to go across the top, mount from here to about there. Only that didn't work. There wasn't enough room. So I thought, well, let's do something different. Let's go ahead and turn it sideways, mount it from here back to this drip rail, and then let's go ahead and take a piece of galvanized pipe, and we're going to attach it lengthwise. Just some bolts, real simple. It is on there nice and strong, and then a rattle can of flat black made it look pretty-ish. And on this side, since there was a long gap, I put a piece of an old bed frame from one of the kids. I think it was my son. So that is metal. And it's on there to put along stuff like 2x4s and trees and whatnot. Now, the issue today, oh yeah, visit that site. Awesome guys. Awesome church. Great place to go. Bumper sticker. They used to say lottery, a tax for people bad at math. Think about that. Anyway, what we need to do with this though is do something about this. There are holes in here where stuff can fall through onto the top of the truck. I don't like that, so I wanted to put a floor in it. Well, true to form, I went to Home Depot and looked around. I looked at the plywood, I looked at diamond plate, and realized I didn't want to put wood up there because wood tends to rot and fall apart. It has to be painted and stained, and it gets splinters, and it's a mess. And diamond plate was expensive. Well, I looked in the backyard, and I remembered we had an old clothes dryer. Clothes dryers are typically made out of metal. And this is what a clothes dryer side looks like after a little. So like I was saying before the camera stopped working, these are just panels off of an old dryer. Metal. We'll never throw some spray paint on there. What am I going to do with those? I'm going to mount them up on top there so that there is actually a floor in this. So let me mount the camera up here so we can see it without a whole lot of step stool because I'm short. Which brings up another problem. The other problem is that I'm shorter than this thing, so I need to make a ladder. And that is yet another project. Now, fortunately, these things just happen to fit inside, just like that. One goes there. No cutting required. They fit just like a glove. Yeah, just like a glove. Get closer See? Just like that. And we go like this. And you can see that there are no holes in there for stuff to fall through now. Now what's it? Now, oh, that's wobbly. All right. So, how are we going to attach those? We're going to screw them together. So, get the screws and we'll get started. Be right back. Got the panels on top. Now we're going to have to secure them. Otherwise, it's going to bounce up and down. So what we're going to do is we're going to drill a hole from here, see the finger there, from here into one of these, and put a self-tapping screw in that hole, and it should hold it very well. Let's see if we can get this lined up here and drill a hole, hopefully without breaking the bit. Bit's coming loose. Tighten it up a little bit and keep going. Keep working. Can you see dull bit? Ta-da! We have a hole. You see the hole? And take a self-tapping screw and stick it inside the drill gun. Like so. Put it in the hole and see if it'll go in. What are you thinking? It no moves. It does not move. Alright, 2 on the other side will be done. Over here, just to make sure this side stays down, we'll work on the other side. 2 more here and this will be cool. Oh, you see how I secured them together there? Yeah, that's going to be fun if something happens to get snagged on it. So I think I'm going to take that one out. Not a good idea. We'll have to find a different way of putting them together so there's no gap in there. Do it somehow without having that. Yeah. Nobody said it's perfect. Be right back. Ladies and germs, we now have 4 screws in the passenger side, and we have 4 screws down the driver's side. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have an issue though. We got to thinking about weather. Weather means rain. Rain, puddling in here is probably not a great idea. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill some holes in here to let the water out. I'm thinking one here and one here maybe, or on the sides, corners. We'll find out. Give me just a minute. Short minute. All right. So let's try this. Let's do a hole here in this corner. Yep, that's a hole. I'll move our ladder. Drill another hole. And this corner, like that. Is like that. So we got drain holes now. Let's put a couple in the other part of it. And right up here, I'm going to put one right here. What the heck? Yeah. What do you think? Looks good? Yeah, I'm on the other side. Alright, now we're back up on top of the truck because remember this gap in here with it sticking up? Didn't want to have a gap. Put it together. It's kind of weird looking. So I thought, well, why not use this stuff? Yeah, it's, well, it's metal tape. Okay? I'll show you how it works. You put it on ducts. No, not quack quack. Duct work. It seals it. It's made out of heavy duty sticky stuff with aluminum. See? Gnarly stuff here. So I'm going to put some on there. That'll do two things. One, it'll seal it up so there's nothing going to hang up on it. And two, it's going to make it shiny. Now, having something shiny on top of an old truck, if you happen to be broke down out in the middle of the boonies, is not a bad idea, so that search and rescue knows where your butt is. Yeah. You get lost in the woods. Go figure. Let me put some on there and show you what it looks like. Be right back. There's the start. This is what's on the back of it. It keeps the sticky stuff from sticking to everything. Okay? And this is what it's like when it's on there. It's aluminum, and you just fold it over and push it down. It comes in real handy for stuff like this. Now that is now sealed up. It's stuck together. Nothing is going to hang up on it or snag on it. Ain't pretty, but it does the job, and you can see there's the holes for the water to run out of. And that piece of silver stuff back there is left over from this dryer. Remember, this was part of an old dryer. But through the ingenuity of an old guy and some simple tools and not a whole lot of money, we now have a tough roof rack on here. That's pretty cool. All right, this old guy's signing off because right now I am kneeling on the roof of the car. Yes, I'm not on a ladder, so I need to build a ladder for this. A cool ladder. Without spending a whole bunch of money. I think I have just the thing. Hey, there's a new episode coming up. Thanks for calling us. Thanks for calling us. So thanks for hanging in there with us on the Old Guy Network. We're signing off. Just in case you thought I was lying, this is the remains of said old dryer. No, this is not junk. I'm recycling. I'm saving the environment. The environmental oxygen, ozone, whatchamacallit, footprint of this is gone. Go figure.